Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you would like to support me or the channel in any way, you can do so by liking this video and subbing to the channel. Let's talk bodybuilding. So in the first story of the day, we'll actually be talking about Ramon Dino at about, what are we, like 5 or 6 weeks out from the Arnold Classic. And honestly, man, this was a clip taken from one of his recent YouTube videos, and this guy's physique is just insane, man. Like, he's incredibly muscular and also still has that classic look. If Ramon is able to improve on his posing some, and I'm not saying that he's a bad poser, but you know, we have guys like Terrence, Chris, Bryan Ainsley, even Urs Kalasinski, these very classical posers. If Ramon is able to improve his posing, man, this guy can actually be a serious threat to that Mr. Olympia title, I believe. Also, just me knowing how his physique look, he also could have a little more size in the glute and hamstring area. But from what we're looking at here, man, this is incredible, man. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys think Ramon Dino can do at the Arnold Classic? I've been pretty much saying it's going to be a battle between Bryan and Terrence Ruffin, but is it possible that the Arnold Classic could actually be a battle of the taller guys, maybe between Urs Kalasinski and Ramon Dino? I mean, I'm pretty sure for the sake of the fans would go crazy at that, but me personally, I think it'll still be between Bryan and Terrence, man. But seeing this physique update from Ramon does have me thinking, I wonder, can he shock the world? And in our next story of the day, if Ramon wants to shock the world, he will have to beat this guy, Terrence Ruffin, Rough Diesel, who has been the second best classic physique bodybuilder for the past 2 years. The best poser in the IFBB next to Logan Franklin. I mean, some people argue with that, but Logan did win the best poser award at the Arnold Classic over Terrence. But Terrence, honestly, he looks pretty good from the front, but the more I look at his physique, you know, he does look a little small from the side and behind. But his presentation is just so good, man, that his presentation and posing, honestly, is almost unmatched in the classic physique division. And guys, just look at this physique here. These updates were shortly after the Mr. Olympia competition. They weren't recent, but this is just insane, man. Terrence, he's the second best classic physique bodybuilder in the world for a reason, guys. Let's just leave it at that, man. This guy's insane, and I'm pretty sure he's going to come in and honestly win this Arnold Classic. Now, I'm hoping that Bryan will be able to challenge him, but Terrence has the physique, he has the posing. I mean, he has everything. So, hey, let me know in the comment section below, do you guys think Terrence is going to win the Arnold Classic? And in our next story of the day, we actually have a physique update from Quinton Beastwood, or Quinton Eriya. And this front double bicep pose is just insane, man. I've said multiple times, Quint may have one of the best structures for bodybuilding. Now, from behind, Quint definitely could use some work. He could use more thickness in the lower lat region. Looks like he has lower lats, but it just needs more thickness. Also, he could be posing from the back a little better. And just in general, guys, it's going to take him a little time because he needs muscle maturity. It looks like he still has like a lot of young muscle, like he doesn't have that hard graininess yet. But the future for this guy is so bright, man. I'm pretty sure anyone you ask will tell you that he could potentially win a Mr. Olympia. And also, just he could work on his posing a little bit. Quint was shaking a little bit back at the Toronto Pro, where he placed second to Joel Thomas. But very excited to see what this guy can do on the stage in the future. I'm not sure if Quint is shutting it down for this season or if he's still looking to compete and trying to get to that Mr. Olympia competition. And in our next update of the day, we actually have a slight update from Keone Pearson. And I honestly wanted to talk to you guys about Keone because we haven't really talked about Keone in a while. And as you guys know, Keone is downsizing to classic physique. But from this update, he does still look pretty big to me. Now, granted, I'm not sure if he's competing this year or next year, but I'm actually interested to know you guys' take. You know, Keone was pretty hyped up going into the 212 Mr. Olympia. I believe I had him in the top 6, maybe. Some people had him top 3. Some people had him even winning the 212 Mr. Olympia. So I'm curious about, how do you guys feel about Keone's stock after him? I think he placed 14, or maybe he didn't place at all at the Mr. Olympia. There hasn't been much talk about Keone and his great genetics lately, so I'm just curious. Do you guys think Keone is going to be able to be a high placer in the classic physique division, maybe challenge Chris Bumstead for the title? Or do you guys think Keone is better as a 212 athlete? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm interested. In our next story of the day, we actually just got word that Bryan Jones will be going up to the open class division. And I pretty much knew this actually after the Mr. Olympia competition. And I'm very excited to see what he's going to do in the open class. This guy's structure is insane. And a lot of people have compared him to Cedric McMillan, with him being kind of a taller, more aesthetic looking guy. But Bryan, amazing, man. He honestly could have placed higher in the classic physique division had he stayed there, but he was probably struggling to stay in the weight cap. I remember Coach Greg Doucette had Bryan Jones either winning the Arnold Classic or placing second. And the same thing at the Olympia. He had Bryan Jones as a top 3 Olympian, but I'm pretty sure that he was struggling to stay in that weight cap and his body just wanted to grow. Now, Bryan could definitely use some improvements from the back. In my personal opinion, of course, I believe he could improve his back, glutes, hams, and calves, in all honesty. And he has to improve the calves because his quads are so big and have such a huge sweep that it makes his calves look even smaller. But this guy is also an incredible poser, more aesthetic guy. I'm loving we getting the more aesthetic looking guys in men's open. We're not just getting mass monsters constantly hitting the most musculars, which is nothing against those, but as you guys know, I do prefer a little more aesthetics. And the next story of the day, we actually have physique updates from Justin Rodriguez. And if you guys watch the channel, we've been talking about Justin Rodriguez almost every single day, man. So it's not really much more I have to say about him. Just look at this physique update. I'm just going to sit this up here, man. Justin posts maybe 2 to 3 physique updates every day. And he is going into the Arnold Classic with the full head of steam. Now, if you guys hadn't seen, Mark's Max Muscle actually posted a video about can Justin Rodriguez win the 2022 Arnold Classic. So it's not just me, guys. Justin Rodriguez is coming into this Arnold Classic strong. And, man, I'm ready for the Arnold, man. I'm starting to get my predictions together in my head. I haven't 100% came up with them, but, man, I'm ready for this Arnold Classic. But those are going to be the physique updates for today, you guys. I hope you did indeed enjoy this video, man. Still not much going on in the world of bodybuilding, but I do have a couple interesting topics I would like to discuss with you guys, so you can look forward to those videos. Once again, if you want to get updates when I'm not on YouTube, follow me over on Instagram at 1GOATFitness. Like, comment, and sub. I'm out.